What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope everybody's doing well out there on this beautiful Friday morning. I'm doing pretty good myself. I'm up on the other side of midnight bringing y'all this information about this miserable wreck that you see before you. Shout out to the brother Ahmaud Arbery for even alerting me to this story right here. This is one of the co-conspirators that was involved in the murder of Mr. Ahmaud Arbery. This miserable piece of shit that you see before you is named William Rowdy Bryan. Okay? And he's been arrested, in charge, with felony murder in connection with Mr. Ahmaud Arbery's death. His other two co-conspirators, Gregory and Travis McMichael, has already been arrested. Now, I'll just say this. 3 down, 2 to go. Because after all, they had help. This whole entire case took like almost 3 months to be brung to light. Okay? And we have Mr. George Barnhill, you understand, which was a prosecutor that recused himself, from the case, and Jackie Johnson, and I think she was another prosecutor, DA or what have you, who got in the way of these 3 being arrested in the first place, which is Gregory and Travis McMichael, along with this asshole, William Rowdy Bryan, who filmed the whole entire situation, okay? So, at the very least, George Barnhill and Jackie Johnson should be arrested for obstruction of justice, hiding evidence, as far as I'm concerned. There's a story that I want to read, so let's get into it. Here it is. Man who filmed Ahmaud Arbery shooting arrested on felony murder charge. Okay? And good for him. You understand? Because I just believe to my heart, my soul, that he was involved in this whole entire thing more than he said he was. Okay? Or what have you. He just happened to be there to film what these 2 low-life murderers was doing. No, I don't think so. I think he was actually involved in this situation. And I'm going to tell you this too. I'm going to add this. It's no telling how many people that these 3 have murdered and have on video somewhere. So they get off doing shit like that. They look at these kind of things as souvenirs. They seem to get off of sick shit, and murdering and torture, But remember, these are the same kind of lowlifes that will fucking shit their pants if they were put in the same hot seat that they would like to see others in. Now, to get into this story right here, it says Savannah, Georgia. That's where it took place. A Georgia man who filmed cell phone video of Ahmaud Arbery's fatal shooting was arrested Thursday and charged with murder. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation said 50-year-old William Rowdy Bryan was arrested on charges of felony murder and criminal attempt to commit false imprisonment. No other details were given. The GBI said in a statement that it would hold a news conference Friday morning. Arbery was slain February 23rd when a white father and son armed themselves and pursued him after spotting the 25-year-old black man running in their neighborhood. More than 2 months passed before authorities arrested Gregory McMichael, 64, and his son Travis McMichael, 34, on charges of felony murder and aggravated assault. Gregory McMichael told police he suspected Arbery was a burglar and that Arbery attacked his son before being shot. Bryan lives in the same subdivision just outside the port city of Brunswick, and the video he took from the cab of his vehicle helped stir a nation outcry when it leaked online. Bryan's attorney, Kevin Goh, did not immediately return a phone message Thursday. He has previously insisted Bryan played no role in Arbery's death. But I beg to differ. Yes, he did. When Ahmaud Arbery was shot. Okay, he was shot 3 times, 2 times within the chest area, chest between chest and stomach, you know, one time across the wrist or arm or well actually hand, and I think I believe the third shot came from the father that was on the truck. Okay, there was no need, for that. They actually hunted that young man. We can't have this kind of shit, people. I'm seeing stories pop up like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to, seems like all of a sudden these motherfuckers competing with COVID-19. You see, we can't have this shit. You got to hit back. You know what I mean? You know what you were taught when you first started school. You know what I mean? I know that's what my parents taught me. When damn kids hit you, you better hit them back. If you come home hollering, I'm going to whoop your ass. You see what I mean? Well, it didn't take me long to learn that and catch on to it, see? So, basically, we're in the same predicament. We got to start hitting back, But it's going to take unity, all right? It's going to take, first of all, prayer, unity, and guidance, and we go from there. But I digress. To get back to the story, it says Roddy Bryant is not now and has never been more than a witness to the shooting, Goff said in a statement on the case Monday. He is not a vigilante. Roddy did not participate in the horrific killing of this young man. Mr. Bryant has committed no crime and bears no criminal responsibility in the death of Ahmaud Arbery. Bryant's video of the shooting was taken from the driver's seat of a vehicle following behind Arbery as he runs along a residential street. What was he following him for? Okay, see, stop right there. What was he following him for? And that's what I meant to say. When they murdered that young man, when that gun, went off and all that kind of shit, this guy right here that was filming, he didn't react or anything like that. He didn't react in no way, shape, or form. You didn't hear him gasp or any like, oh shit, or anything. When you see some shit like that. Matter of fact, if you go back and watch the video, when I don't know if the dude that was filming, this bastard they just arrested, if he thought that Armand was going to run back his way, because all of a sudden, you heard like it seemed like a gun, he might have chambered one. Okay, number one. And number two, it's like he went sideways in the truck as though, or some kind of way, he took the camera out of focus. It's like he dipped down or some kind of way. Some kind of way he dipped down like he didn't want to be seen. All right, check that shit out, you see. Then, I guess when he seen it wasn't that way, then he still, went back to filming regular like he was filming in the first place. See, that's what make me know he was in on this shit with them. They had that young man boxed in. See, one of they little hunting like type deals, they do. But to continue, a pickup truck is parked in the road ahead of Arbery, with one man in the truck's bed and another standing beside the open driver's side door. The video shows Arbery run around the truck to the right before he cuts back in front of it. Then a gunshot can be heard. Following a second gunshot, Arbery can be seen punching a man holding what appears to be a shotgun, who then fires a third shot point blank. Arbery staggers and falls face down in the street. Just lost his life for nothing. On some old white pigskin trash. See, this shit is just, it angers me so much, man. I'm telling you. But I take, pleasure in knowing these motherfuckers gonna pay for this shit. Rather they get it here in this life or when they ass pass on. I know for a fact. See, Ahmaud Arbery is waiting for these motherfuckers. He's waiting for them. And he has become, other words, their judge and their jury, and maybe they're even their executioner, of the soul. Of the soul. He'll be given a say on what happens to these low-life bastards. Okay? But in conclusion here, it says Gregory McMichael retired last year after more than 2 decades as an investigator for the local prosecutor office because of those ties. Brunswick Judicial Circuit District Attorney Jackie Johnson recused herself from the case. 2 outside prosecutors assigned the case have also stepped aside. The McMichaels weren't arrested until May 7th. After the Georgia Bureau of Investigations took over the shooting investigation from Glenn County Police, soon after the GBI's involvement was announced, a Brunswick attorney with access to the shooting video released it to a local radio station, and copies soon proliferated online. The McMichaels remained jailed in Glenn County waiting for a preliminary court hearing and for a judge to decide whether to free them or bond pending trial. Okay, no freeing, all right? No bonding. You see what I'm saying? None of that shit. Because these motherfuckers right here know they murdered that dude and they try to keep it hidden. They thought they had a connection with Jackie Johnson stinking ass and this George Barnhill. You see my point? That connection failed. So they need to stay where they at. To continue, attorneys for the father and son have argued the attorneys for the father and son have urged people not to rush to judgment in this case. Fuck that attorney. We already seen what happened right there before our eyes. You ain't finna talk no shit. You understand what I mean? You ain't that damn slick, bastard. You ain't that quick. You ain't that No. You understand what I mean? There'll be no pissing on nobody and telling them it's raining. All right? We seen right there on that video what them 2 low-life pigskin bastards did. Okay? By the video standard, they already convicted. Right there. See? Well, this is all I got on this one right here. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this story right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Look, all I can say is this. Like I said, we're going to have to fight. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but you know what I'm saying? Criminals don't give a fuck about how you feel. You can't run around talk about no stop killing us and all that old kind of shit. You got to make them want to stop killing you. You see what I mean? You got to make them afraid to try to kill you. You see, that's the only way you deal with a bully. You see what I mean? Old Testament, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You see what I mean? And that's basically what it boils down to. So on that note, people, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.